Calling today's meeting, March 11th at 5:30 p.m. And we do have enough to meet quorum. We are missing a few members. We are missing Jessica Velasco, Ariana Valenzuela, and Manuel Garcia, and Coleman Reedley.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to public comments. Since there's no public comments, moving on to public hearings, we have none. Moving on to approval of minutes of our previous board meeting of February 11th.
Make a motion that we approve minutes.
A second. Moving on to our discussion. A update from our park supervisor, public works department, and the recreational coordinator.
I'm gonna let Edry go first.
Okay.
And then, all right.
Okay, good afternoon, Adriana Dean, Public Works Administrative Assistant. I did provide copies for pretty much what we're gonna be updating the votes today. We're just gonna review and read them down. Landmark's proposal for the pool renovation was approved as we decided in the past city council. The same proposal was expected this afternoon and we already received it. I did receive word from Alec, the sales rep from Landmark, that the materials were already being ordered and they already started some organizational scopes for the work. I know that it says here that estimated start for the repairs is April start. We are therefore pending on more information on that, so I can't say anything more. We're still receiving updates on that. Other pool area additions and renovations are contingent on whether the city receives the final grant award from the Rural Texas Strong. And that's pretty much the other renovations that we had on our wish list for the outer premises of the pool. The city and I are actively pursuing grant funding from the same organization as which is the Texas Strong, and searching for other means for the installation of solar pathway lights at the Coconut Fitness Trail. I did place the amount there for your reference. The same installation is planned for the Coconut Loop Trail for the Brown Street and the Fighting Buck Street area. This is on the city property. These plans is just something that it's not conducive, or it's just something that we're wishing to do. If it happens, hopefully, and it will let everybody know on the update whether it does get approved, but we do get some grants. But we are looking forward to also work with Texas DOT, and they had already discussed those plans too for their part of the property of the outer trail, which is the Hendricks Avenue and the Loop Road. Isadora is already looking for grant ways to see how we can do that. And what we mean about the inner trail of the Coconut is actually inside the Coconut Park, the little fitness trail. That's what we're trying to do. I have been in contact with the McDonald's Observatory, and they do have a donation of $10,000, but I will need to put some other specification. It doesn't seem that it will be something they'll be able to use for the actual lights here for this of the trail lights. So we're trying to see maybe in other parts we might be able to get it so we can apply for that. He is the only thing that he is really making sure that we do make a priority is that if we do get a grant and these lights do get approved, then we have them dark sky compliant. The baseball season is here and the Little League's grand opening will be held on March 28th. Due to pending night repairs at the Little League field, the city has arranged for the placement of a power tower to assist the lighting for the current baseball season. The BBL president will borrow a unit from the county, and David is attempting to secure a third one from Sol Ross. Today, we actually already placed the one from the city Alpine Police, and we're gonna be responsible for that. We're also gonna take it back to the yard and we'll have it ready for other seasons until we can repair those light posts that were struck by lightning and that have the inner structure issues. I received approval to order a 1,836 inch wide pull behind sticker burr roller with an estimated arrival of this next week. This will help reduce the go-ahead sticker burr issue on all parks and fields. Work is ongoing to finalize the park's policies and reservation guidelines, with all the, pool, coding and the flood mitigation. I have been delayed on that, but I'll be working on that as soon as possible. Janitorial services for the old Sunshine House, they're still as proceeding, and I'm still doing it Fridays or Saturdays, especially now that we're doing the building repair on those. And that is where our recreational coordinator does have her office in. And then I'm currently working on getting the last quote needed for the ADA cool lift. In order for us to submit the 3 bids and move forward to purchase that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the mic over to Park Supervisor David.
Thank you, Adrian. You go down the list, good evening, Alex. City Manager, Gio. Councilman Portillo and board members. So we got a little park update on Baines Park. We had ordered a new sign. So we're fixing to place that this week. And other than that, that little park is doing good. We got that new timer installed, like I told you all last meeting. And on the Coconut Park, that sidewalk construction to manual planning, we had to relocate it. That's where we wanted it. We were just right on top of the water line, so we had to redo that, call big test and all that, so. Hopefully, Big Man Material will be starting on Monday. And then, now that the softball season is about to start and everything, those restroom floors, we're gonna work on them a little bit more, but so we can paint them and make it look all nice and smell beautiful like fabuloso. And then the batting cage, that's coming out pretty good. We got Adam Yanis from the school district. And he's been doing most of the work, so they removed a lot of the old pipe and putting new beams and. They're gonna put that new net they had purchased and everything, so. It's still in the works, but it's looking real good. And then, finally, the storage equipment that I've been wanting to move for the past. I guess 3 months, we couldn't find anybody, found somebody yesterday and they moved it today. So now that. Storage is over there behind the. The swimming pool, so. Good props on that. And then, the Little League, they asked me this year, they were having trouble with, pitching mount and everything, so they asked me if they could tear it down and they're gonna use their own portable. Pitching mount for this year. And then next year. More funds and everything, we'll get that going. And then, also they asked me. For those Star Ross practice fields, and also we could build mounds, so we did that today. Little kids would be happy on that. But they could throw them right now. So.
Yes, I'm,
Yes, and the dog park also, has been delayed. So Monday, when Big Ben Material comes, we're gonna sit down and. Hopefully, I think they have their big tracks back in town and they could probably start on that. And then Pueblo Nuevo. Still, that's a good looking park. Sorry I brought it back, but it's a good looking park. So the bathroom enclosures finally, Vanessa got to it. And they're done, they look great. Next step is see if we're gonna paint some art on it or something. Unless if y'all have an artistic, maybe y'all could do something. But other than that, those are done. And that's good on that. The installation on the electric, TT electric, I'm waiting on some materials, so I could start putting that brace he wants, and then from there, he's gonna go. And that's something we look forward to, that way we can have lighting, electricity, and we can start running that pavilion. And also, we started fertilizing and watering all parks. So they're gonna be a greener and faster this year than last year. And then finally, got together with, Portillo for John Portillo. And he's the one that's my go-to man, because he's been doing it for the past 3 years. He checks and tests all the backflow valves we have in all the parks. So good news, all of them passed except one, but that one it's eliminated, so. That's the good thing on that, and other than that, just a regular maintenance and. Just keep trucking.
Thank you.
Any questions?
I have one. For Pueblo Nuevo. I know like at Coconut Park under the pavilion, they have the stands, the seating stands. Is that something that they're gonna, are we thinking about putting over there at Pueblo Nuevo? Like seating around under the pavilion?
Yes, when I get a little bit more money in the budget, I didn't wanna put something like that, or probably more. I guess a lot bigger seating than that one. So, and of course, probably hold it. Because it's all that. And other than that, we should be good.
You were talking about painting. Did you say you needed volunteers or you could use volunteers on that?
No, but that's on the mural, if anybody knows
Okay, okay.
of anything, I mean, I know Heather has some, but.
Right, because I was hoping Ariana would be here, but I'm on the Leadership Big Bend and we're doing a volunteer like day where people can come out.
Oh, okay.
And if y'all have stuff that you need volunteers for,
Mhm.
you know, maybe we could talk to y'all and
Yeah, they asked me about I guess the solar, they wanted to do something. Help out,
okay,
and I think what I have and if it goes through, I have a lot of pruning. So,
right. So
Okay.
we're just trying to gather a spot. of
Yeah,
people who
great
want
on
to
that.
volunteer.
and then, yes, and then also, I had 15 trees that I got from Adelina. So Joseph has, a group of kids, again, around them, what they do with us. So they wanted to volunteer to plant them, so we're working on that, so they could plant at least 10 trees. And we'll take a picture, and so, other than that, that's all I had.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, turn it over to Kim.
There again. Alrighty, so, this past week, or last week, I attended the career fair at Sul Ross State University with the HR. So I was able to pass out business cards, and distributed information on the upcoming lifeguard positions, that are, coming up hopefully. I'm hoping that we'll be able to, also put that job, listed on the website this week. That's just something that's hopefully in the works. Multiple pole signs have been ordered and also as well as additional equipment to ensure compliance with pole regulations. We've also ordered some extra ones that were not required, but I had them in Spanish so that we had both Spanish and English. I thought that would be a really great addition to our pool. A trip is also scheduled for this month to tour 2 properties and meet with the aquatic director in Midland. So I'll have the Parks and Recreation Supervisor and Grant Writer will also be in attendance. So we'll get some great insight. I've already been in talks with that director, and so I have a feeling that we're going to just skyrocket from here. So and I'm continuing to work on drafting lifeguard policy and procedures, roles and responsibilities, and safety and emergency protocols for city council approval. So we're right on target. Anything? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Happy day.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Moving on to item B, discussing really regarding possible grant funding from Big Bend Regional Hospital District.
And this one was added by Councilor Portillo just to kind of talk about the initiatives for the big beautiful bill, and I'm sure our city manager can speak a little bit to that as well. It's an initiative that Big Bend Regional Hospital District and the city are working with.
So they reached out to us and we had actually a meeting through Zoom. And we came up with ideas. First was a meeting, then there was a second meeting where we went out on site. We went to the parks, kind of identified different projects from lighting, sidewalks, ADA ramps in the bathrooms where you know, all these kind of needs. Also the fire station, maybe a remodel of the upstairs, and this is not park stuff, but that's where we went. So we've come up with ideas. I don't know, we have the list there with the ideas. There was maybe a total of close to $800,000 in ideas.
But I know him by memory.
Okay, well,
Adrian, looking again, so for the, it was pretty much, and I'm gonna try and picture it in my head as I am going over it. For the Coconut Little League, it was the repairs of the 3 light posts, which is the stadium lighting, which is on the southeast pole, which was struck by lightning, the northeast pole and the northwest pole. And that was one of the quotations that we sought to get part of the grant money for that. I believe it was around $147,000 or so around there, don't quote me. But it was around those digits. And then also the Coconut League, we were also trying to get a grant to repair the fence around it. We did look at the restrooms, but the restrooms, it's the way that they're constructing it because the bleachers are against it and everything is not something we're gonna be able to do, so we're still gonna provide the portable potties there for the season. And then we went for the restrooms in front of the softball fields. And we're gonna try to look for that. Seems like something that we're just gonna try and do later on. Then we went as far for the pool area. We're trying to look to do ADA restorations on the hallway, on the main entrance of the pool building. And I'm talking just the building itself, not the pool. Main entrance is to try and get that handicap to make the ramp a little bit better, widen a little bit the entrance into the men's restroom and to the women's restrooms and be able to move a couple of stalls there to make it all ADA compliant. Outside in the premises, we're trying to get more shade structure where the kiddie pool area was. And cover it with concrete, be able to have more shade structure. And I got a couple of quotes with that. Also to get a grant for picnic tables that have wheelchair access to them. In the grass area of the pool premises, there's a lot of stickers and we're getting a lot of complaints in that area. So we're also trying to see to other pour concrete or possible later on splash. It just depends. Right now, we just kind of quoted for concrete and shade structure as well. We're also trying to restore the fence around the pool area. I got a couple of the main quotes. And then I believe we also did remind me, David,
The pathway.
the pathway.
$144,000.
So the pathway, yes, the pathway, the inner coconut trail. Inside the coconut park, it's called the fitness walking trail. So we're also wanting to restore the pathway itself, which that's what brought alight the project about being able to place lighting on that area as well. So that's also part of that new wish list on renovations for the grant is adding the new pathway and including at least some pathway lights that are sky compliant. As far as in our wish list with that,
And the skate park, possibly a skate structure
Shane.
and more seating.
that wasn't the quotings have for that one part of it of this wish list yet, but it's something that's gonna be in the works for later on. And I think that's it, but I can also share the list with you, and then we can also share it to all of the board members. Any questions?
Thank you.
Moving on to the next discussing regarding the municipal swimming pool and plans to move forward with the rehabilitation project.
All right, so I just added this one to provide an opportunity for staff to give an update to the board if necessary. But if you already covered it in your reports, then we're good to move on. We're good.
Yeah, I think the document has been executed by both parties, so, and they're working on ordering supplies, and scheduling.
What is the normal opening day? The,
Memorial Day.
right on.
And then moving on to action items. There's none, so we can go forward with board member comments.
I'm good.
No, just thank y'all for all your hard work. I know that it's been crazy with the grants and the swimming pool, all the stuff y'all are dealing with. We do see it and the city appreciates it. I mean, you know, I don't think they see all the behind the scenes stuff that y'all do. And it is, appreciated, so.
I do have one. I just want to say that the other day we had a little get together at Pueblo Nuevo for my basketball team. And it was a really good park. The kids really enjoyed it. The basketball goals out there. They really played the whole time with the basketball goals, so it was a good time at Pueblo Nuevo. So,
And they picked up all the trash,
and they did pick up all that was one thing we made them do, pick up all
cause
the
that was
trash.
it.
So that's actually another item that was on that wish list that Ms. Redondo was talking about. We're also looking for shade structures above those playground areas at the Pueblo Nuevo Park.
The playground area and the picnic tables.
Right, well, since that's it, meeting is adjourned at 5:52 p.m.
You also need to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.